Hi there, my name is Alicia Lowe, and I'm the Vice President of the Semiahmoo Music Society. At each of our band concerts, we receive donations from our guests, and the Music Society uses those donations to cover the expenses of running a concert like this one. And we also use the money to support the band program and the initiatives that they have. For example, we have hosted clinicians or purchased instruments or purchased music for the bands. So we hope that you'll donate tonight. There's a donate button on our website, semiahmoomusic.ca, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Good evening, parents, family, and friends. It is our pleasure to welcome you to our second quarter live stream concert from our music program. My name is Mr. Derek Strauss. I'm one of the administrators here at Semiahmoo Secondary. On behalf of our entire team, we welcome you to this evening. We're so much looking forward to it. As we launch into our evening, we'd like to also acknowledge that Semiahmoo Secondary is situated on the traditional and unceded territory of the Coast Salish people, and we are proud of our relationship with the Semiahmoo First Nation. As we move forward, we'd like to also recognize a number of groups and individuals who make a difference in this evening coming forward and in the experience you're going to have tonight. First off, we'd like to acknowledge Hubcast Media. These individuals are providing the logistics for this night, the equipment, and the personnel to bring this evening together, and we're so grateful for their time and donation to us. We also like to acknowledge the Semiahmoo Society, Band Society, Music Society, for the work that they do constantly to make sure our program is as sound and strong and bold as it is. And we'd also like to acknowledge our PAC for their donations of time and money so that we can do the things that we do with our youth. And not lastly, but perhaps most importantly, we'd like to acknowledge our music teachers. That is Mr. Lowe, Mr. Williams, Mr. Ablett, and of course Ms. Kennedy, who is not with us at the time. She's home being mom on her maternity leave. We are looking forward to the evening. You're going to witness the commitment of these youth to learning and music, to excellence in performing their instruments and the music, as well as their passion for the music. What we encourage you to do right now is put these aside, turn them off, remove all the other distractions, and get ready to enjoy a very rich and fulfilling evening of music. We are looking forward to it. Right now, you're going to get some candy for the ears and some feasting for the soul. So having said that, we'd like to recognize our first concert performers. Number one will be our grade 9 jazz band. This is period 1, conducted by Mr. Wayne Ablett. When this group is completed, then our department head, Mr. Dagan Lowe, will bring in the grade 10 jazz band, and they will be our concluding performers for the evening. So sit back, prepare, and enjoy for a marvelous evening. Thank you. What?
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, everybody online. Such a great pleasure to perform for you. Thank you, Mr. Strauss, for that lovely introduction. You know, a music department would just not be able to thrive without a great admin team behind it. And Semiahmoo certainly is so fortunate to have such a strong administration team in the front office, and we're very grateful to their support. You just heard Easy Street with solos by Alyssa on the piano and Eric and Justin on alto sax. We're going to move forward in our next selection with a Latin number called Blue Bossa. And the soloists are Amrita on flute, Ryan on trumpet, Regis on alto, Eric on alto, Nishish on drums, and the Latin Hand Percussion Orchestra. Here's Blue Bossa. next selection features a talented young man on the flugelhorn and a tune named Without a Trace. Here is Ben Bradenholler. Thanks, Ben. That was gorgeous. Our final selection for the grade 9s this evening, in the first half of the concert, one of my favorite tunes from the band Tower of Power. What is Hip features Ryan on trumpet, Aaron on bass, Samiksha on tenor, Alyssa on keys, with an experimental open drum solo by Ashish Jain. Here's the classic funk tune, What is Hip? Thank you so much for listening and for participating. Grade 10s, you guys are wonderful. Just thanks for everyone for joining us tonight. A special big thank you to the wonderful staff at Hubcast Media for making this evening possible. We're going to make a brief transition in the next couple of minutes. So we'll be right back, but in the meantime, we have some special messages for you guys watching online. So be right back. See you in a minute.
The Semiahmoo Music Society would like to acknowledge the ongoing support of the Semiahmoo Secondary School Parents Advisory Committee, the SemiPAC. We would also like to recognize the continued sponsorship support of Streetside Developments. The support of our sponsors allows Semi Music to continue offering a higher level of experience for our children while enriching our contribution to the community.
Hey, look, it's the band room.
Whoa, come on in. The Semiahmoo Music Society has been providing instruments and equipment for the band program for so long to help us keep running so strong.
So please show your support by donating. And from the band students, Band X, and myself, we hope you enjoy the concert.
Hi, Andrew Hudson here. I am the sponsorship director for the Semiahmoo Music Society. I can be reached at sponsors@semiahmoomusic.ca. The Semiahmoo Music Society has relied on the generosity of sponsors over the last several years to help maintain the levels and standards that you expect, that we expect, that we have become known for, and we are very grateful to all those sponsors. The last couple of years, we've had several sponsors who've been repeat offenders, sponsors, and we would like to acknowledge them here and now, and hopefully we can get them on board for future sponsorships. If you have a company or know of a company that might be a good fit for sponsoring for us, please, once again, my email address is sponsors@semiahmoomusic.ca. Here's a list of some of the sponsors we'd like to acknowledge.
No. Oh no, Vanessa, what's wrong?
I just can't get this piece down.
Oh, well, you're in luck because Semiahmoo Band Executive is always offering integrated mentorship sessions for anyone who wants to learn anything on their instruments or are in need for some tips and tricks. You can sign up at the QR code in the band room, or you can visit our Instagram at Semiamu Band Executive, where you can sign up and get the forms there.
Welcome to the concert. We're so glad you're here. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
All right, welcome back. First of all, I just want to say grade 9s, that was awesome. I was so excited to hear amazing solos and all the musical things that you guys did. Great job, don't you think, grade 10s? Yeah, sweet. One of the big parts of this music program, but beyond trying to do exceptional music with these students, is building community. And that has been difficult this year with COVID, but we're still trying to find ways to do that. But we're trying to build community, obviously, between students in ensembles, but also between grades. We're also trying to connect our students to the story of this music program and to the alumni, so they know that they're part of this long history, and they need to know that for years to come, we'll be talking about this year and what it was like having band during COVID time. We also are working very hard to try to make connections with our parents, with each other. And we definitely thank the Semiamu Music Society for helping with that. And our student executive, Bandex, helps a lot to do intergrade mentorship in that. So we're very excited about that. But obviously it is a difficult thing for us to do and connect with people. We're doing our best, and we're so proud that we're able to do these live stream concerts. They're not the same as having you here with us, but we're definitely thankful to Hubcast Media for all that they're doing. Hubcast Media is run and operated by one of our band parents, and you should know that they are offering their services to us for the Semiahmoo Music Program at no cost benefit for Hubcast Media. The only cost is actually covering the pay for our wonderful technicians to make this happen. So I thought just before we start Grade 10 Jazz Band, you might want to know what it is that Hubcast Media does. So within this room, and they're going to be panning around so you can see, within this room we have 4 different cameras and 3 technicians, and they're in the center between our 2 bands and able to film our ensembles. But all of this information and our music is actually not being mixed here. It's been sent through the internet to Hubcast Media Studios, and you'll see that on your screens very soon of how they're mixing this video and running the sound from their studio. I have no idea really how they do it, but we're so thankful again for Hubcast Media and all they're doing for this. Anyway, I think it's time to start with some more music. That's why you're here. So this is the Grade 10 Jazz Band. We're going to start with a piece called Dat Dare, which is basically the story of a little kid that's out with his dad, and they're looking at all the amazing things in the world and saying, "What's Dat Dare? What's Dat Dare?" So this chart is Dat Dare, and I'll introduce the soloist after it. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Before I mention the soloists, I want to take a moment to mention a special musician in this ensemble. Unfortunately, our main bass player has not been able to be here since the break, and so we needed a bass player pretty quick. So I think it was last week that we asked one of our guitar players if he would be willing to learn the bass. Like actually learn the bass and be our bass player. So within 1 week, we've turned our guitar player, Hayden, into our bass player, and we want to just say a big thank you to Hayden for doing that for us. You heard from a number of soloists in that chart. You heard from Xavier on the guitar. You heard from Rohan on the alto sax, Derek on trumpet, Cindy on alto sax. You heard from Justin on the trumpet, Avani on trumpet, Matthew on alto sax, Matea on trumpet, Tate on tenor sax, Nav on bari sax, Brandon on bari sax, and Harry Wang. So those were the soloists for that. We're going to move on to a chart that we've been using quite a bit with our junior bands lately, and this is called the defibrillator. Thank you. You heard soloists from our soloists, Ian Wang, Shu Shu Zhu, George Oliver, and Matthew Xiao on trumpet there. No, he was on alto sax. My apologies for that. The next piece we're going to play is actually quite similar to the first piece that the grade 9s played. Usually with every ensemble, we try to play a piece that is called a homophonic piece, where everyone's playing basically the same line but in harmony together, and try to get a real blended, balanced ensemble sound. We hope you really enjoy this. This is called Bye Bye Blackbird, and you'll probably notice that we've been going through a number of different piano players. We don't actually have a dedicated piano player in grade 10 jazz bands, so we pull our piano players from the band. So this will be featuring Andy on the piano for this one. This is Bye Bye Blackbird. Our final piece is a piece that pretty much every band director anywhere in North America would have, and this is called Tiger of San Pedro. It's a great Latin piece, and we're going to be featuring a number of our trumpet players in this one as soloists. They're going to come up all together, and I think you're going to really like it. So the soloists for this one are Sonia, Jade, Hudson, Snea, Derek, and Justin. We hope you enjoy Tiger of San Pedro. Oh, there's one more soloist. I forgot to put this on the list, so you won't see it on your screen, but you'll also be hearing from Kieran on an awesome drum solo, I'm sure. So this is Tiger of San Pedro. All right, well, we hope you enjoyed that wherever you are. We'll be back very soon with our next part of this concert at 8:30. We're going to have custodians come in here, spray down the room, make sure it's nice and clean for our next group. So you'll be hearing Mr. Ablett's grade 9 block 2 class, and you'll be hearing both of our grade 12 jazz ensembles. In that time, I'm sure you'll be seeing some things on your screens. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll be back with you soon. Thank you.
Whoa, that's a lot of music. And did you know there's even more? A lot of this was help purchased by the Semiahmoo Music Society.
Hey, look, it's the band room.
Whoa, come on in. The Semiahmoo Music Society has been providing instruments and equipment for the band program for so long to help us keep running so strong.
So please show your support by donating. And from the band students, Band X, and myself, we hope you enjoy the concert.
This is such a wonderful evening that I'll try it again. Can we start again, or should I just?
It's a walkthrough, so you can keep going.
Okay. Want to try that again?
I forgot the happy holiday.
Oh yeah, and don't forget Covenant House and Joy to the World. Oh, I'm not supposed to do that because you're going to do the introduction. Okay.
That's a pretty good run through, though.
Yeah, let me just look at, I think I really kind of messed up a bunch.
I thought that was really good.
So did I. So that was awesome, except for the part that you didn't say what you're supposed to say. But when you guys do,
We hope you truly enjoyed what we had for you, and we hope you have a wonderful, there. We should do the bloopers at the end.
Yeah, right.
Whoa, Vanessa, those are some really sick beats.
Thanks! This awesome drum set and other equipment like those amps have been purchased by the Semiahmoo Music Society.
Whoa, and did you know that SMS has also helped out students fundraise to go to festivals so we can win amazing awards like this?
Whoa, these are some jazzy uniforms. Too bad we can't wear them this year.
Yeah, but we are so grateful that the Music Society has been providing these uniforms for each and every one of us, so we look our best at each and every concert.
The Semiahmoo Music Society would like to acknowledge the ongoing support of the Semiahmoo Secondary School Parents Advisory Committee, the SemiPAC. We would also like to recognize the continued sponsorship support of Streetside Developments. The support of our sponsors allows Semi Music to continue offering a higher level of experience for our children while enriching our contribution to the community.
Oh no!
Oh no, Vanessa, what's wrong?
I just can't get this piece down.
Oh, well, you're in luck because Semiahmoo Band Executive is always offering integrated mentorship sessions for anyone who wants to learn anything on their instruments or are in need for some tips and tricks. You can sign up at the QR code in the band room, or you can visit our Instagram at Semiahmoo Band Executive, where you can sign up and get the forms there.
Hi, Andrew Hudson here. I am the sponsorship director for the Semiahmoo Music Society. I can be reached at sponsors@semiahmoomusic.ca. The Semiahmoo Music Society has relied on the generosity of sponsors over the last several years to help maintain the levels and standards that you expect, that we expect, that we have become known for, and we are very grateful to all those sponsors. The last couple of years, we've had several sponsors who've been repeat offenders, sponsors, and we would like to acknowledge them here and now, and hopefully we can get them on board for future sponsorships. If you have a company or know of a company that might be a good fit for sponsoring for us, please, once again, my email address is sponsors@semiahmoomusic.ca. Here's a list of some of the sponsors we'd like to acknowledge.
Hi there, my name is Alicia Lowe, and I'm the Vice President of the Semiahmoo Music Society. At each of our band concerts, we receive donations from our guests, and the Music Society uses those donations to cover the expenses of running a concert like this one. And we also use the money to support the band program and the initiatives that they have. For example, we have hosted clinicians or purchased instruments or purchased music for the bands. So we hope that you'll donate tonight. There's a donate button on our website, semiahmoomusic.ca, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Good evening, parents, family, and friends. We're very excited to be with you this evening, and we welcome you to the second half of our second quarter live simulcast concert by our music program. My name is Derek Strauss. I'm one of the administrators at Semiahmoo Secondary, and on behalf of our entire admin team, we say welcome and are going to enjoy this evening with you as you get the opportunity to listen to some amazing music by some outstanding youth in our program. As we move forward, I would like to acknowledge that Semiahmoo Secondary is situated on the traditional and unceded territory of the Coast First Nation people, and that Semiahmoo Secondary is proud for our relationship with the Semiahmoo First Nation. Now, in order for an evening like this to occur, there is much work that needs to be done, and we would like to recognize a number of individuals and groups that make this evening possible. First of all, there's considerable logistics, and I'm referring to technology, the sound, the lighting, the recording that's being done, the cameras, and that's all due to our Hubcast media crew that are here giving up their time and equipment to make this a possibility. Secondly, we'd also like to recognize the Semiahmoo Music Society that puts so much time in behind the scenes to support our youth to have the most rich and rewarding experience in the band program possible. As well, we'd like to say thank you and acknowledge our PAC for the work that they do and the donations they make not only to the school in general, but also specifically tonight to our band program. It is richly, we're grateful for the work that they do in making this the program that it is. Perhaps most importantly, we'd like to acknowledge our music teachers, the work that they do with our youth every year to make this such an impressive and outstanding program. Mr. Dagan Lowe, Mr. Jeff Williams, Mr. Wayne Ablett, and Miss Sarah Kennedy, who's not with us this year. She's at home being mom on her mat leave with the newborn. Now, for the evening, we're going to have 3 performances. It will first begin with our Period 2 Grade 9 Jazz Band, directed by Mr. Ablett. After that, our Grade 12 Jazz Band will be divided into 2 groups. This is something we have to do with our COVID concerns and having safe health in place, even in our band program. And Mr. Dagan Lowe will be the conductor and director of that program. Now, we'd like you to set aside the cell phone, get the distractions out of the way, and settle in for a warm, rich, inviting evening. We applaud our youth. They are remarkable individuals. Their commitment to learning and performing music, their passion for music, and their excellence within the performance, you will be amazed and you will be touched. Open up your ears now for some ear candy. Open up your hearts for some soul, feeding of the soul with this musical performance this evening. And now, time for some music.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in online at home. And we're so grateful for you to come and join us this evening. And thank you to Mr. Strauss for his lovely introduction. So important for a thriving music program like the one here at Semiahmoo to have such a wonderful admin team in behind, really supporting what's going on in the music department. And Semiahmoo certainly has that, and we're very, very grateful for what the admin is able to do for us. So thank you so much for all your support. That was called Big Swing Face. Great title. And arranged by Rich Sigler, and that would feature Jade on alto and Prima on tenor. Our next selection is a caffeine-fueled Latin number called Cappuccino Freeway. It features Dar on trombone and Michael on trumpet. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Our next song is entitled Since I Fell for You, featuring the lovely and talented Regina He on alto saxophone.
Thank you.
Our final number this evening is the band's favorite out of the set. It always seems the first thing that they play when they come into the room. And once one person starts in on, they all just want to join in the groove, and I think you'll know what I mean once you hear it. It's called The Jazz Police. I sure hope something bad doesn't happen in the middle of the song. Gordon Goodwin's The Jazz Police. Thank you so much. And thanks once again for joining us at home. And a big thank you to the wonderful staff at Hubcast for making this whole evening possible. We're going to take a short transition right now so that the other band can prepare. And we'll be right back. And in the meantime, we've got some messages for you to watch online. So stick around. Thanks very much for joining us.
The Semiahmoo Music Society would like to acknowledge the ongoing support of the Semiahmoo Secondary School Parents Advisory Committee, the SemiPAC. We would also like to recognize the continued sponsorship support of Streetside Developments. The support of our sponsors allows Semi Music to continue offering a higher level of experience for our children while enriching our contribution to the community.
Hey, look, it's the band room.
Whoa, come on in. Semiyamu Music Society has been providing instruments and equipment for the band program for so long to help us keep running so strong.
So please show your support by donating. And from the band students, Band X, and myself, we hope you enjoy the concert.
Hi, Andrew Hudson here. I am the sponsorship director for the Semiyamu Music Society. I can be reached at sponsors@semiyamumusic.ca. The Semiyamu Music Society has relied on the generosity of sponsors over the last several years to help maintain the levels and standards that you expect, that we expect, that we have become known for, and we are very grateful to all those sponsors. The last couple of years, we've had several sponsors who've been repeat offenders, sponsors, and we would like to acknowledge them here and now, and hopefully we can get them on board for future sponsorships. If you have a company or know of a company that might be a good fit for sponsoring for us, please, once again, my email address is sponsors@semiyamumusic.ca. Here's a list of some of the sponsors we'd like to acknowledge.
No. Oh no, Vanessa, what's wrong?
I just can't get this piece down.
Oh, well, you're in luck because Semiyamu Band Executive is always offering intergrade mentorship sessions for anyone who wants to learn anything on their instruments or are in need for some tips and tricks. You can sign up at the QR code in the band room, or you can visit our Instagram at Semiyamu Band Executive, where you can sign up and get the forms there.
We're so glad you're here. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
All right, welcome back. I hope you really enjoyed our grade 9 jazz band as much as we enjoyed it hearing them live here. It's a neat thing what we're doing here. You know, we're looking at the positives of these experiences. At Semiahmoo Secondary, the music program, we are very dedicated to producing exceptional music. But beyond the exceptional music, it's so important to us that we build community and bring our students together as great friendships, connect our students to each other in multi-different grades, and also connect our students to the history of this music program and our alumni. And not only that, but also connect our parents to what we're doing here. So we're so thankful that we're able to do these live stream concerts and still give our students an opportunity to play for each other. One of my favorite memories from our very first live stream concert, it was our grade 11 jazz band playing with our grade 8 jazz band. And our grade 8s had never heard what our senior students sound like here. And you could just see some of the trumpet players in amazement realizing that that was what they were going to be doing in 4 years. And we could just see at the end of the concert how inspired they are. So we're so thankful that we're able to do this again with Hubcast Media. In the previous show, we did a little bit of a video of how this works, but just to give you a quick idea, we have 4 cameras that are in this room and 3 technicians that run these cameras, and then this information and sound is brought back to Hubcast Studio, which is out in Surrey, and they mix that show from there. I really don't know how they do it, but we're just so thankful for Hubcast Media and what they're doing. So you know, the cost of doing this show, Hubcast Media is run and operated by one of our band parents, and Hubcast Media is not making any profit from this show. The only money that's going to them is to cover the wages for our wonderful technicians that we couldn't do this show with. So thank you so much to our technicians for making this show possible. Before you is half of our grade 12 jazz band. It's a pretty cool thing that at Semi we have this year really 7 jazz bands. That's phenomenal. We have our grade 8s that played as jazz bands, and actually, you know what? It's 8 jazz bands because our grade 8s were broken into 2 classes. So 8 jazz bands this year, 2 in grade 8, 2 in grade 9. Our grade 10 jazz band, which is almost big enough to have 2 jazz bands there. Our grade 11 jazz band and our grade 12s. Now, to fit with COVID, as Mr. Strauss was saying, we're not able to have all these students together. So we've broken up the week and the days so we can have these students come in. And I'm very excited of what we've accomplished with a shorter amount of time working together than we would normally have in a typical semester. We've got some great jazz for you, so hopefully you'll enjoy what we have. The first piece is called Who's Sorry Now? And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the arranger of this piece. His name was Sammy Nestico. Sammy Nestico was a musician, a composer who wrote so much music for the jazz community, for Count Basie. One of Count Basie's most famous albums, Basie Straight Ahead, was all written by the great Sammy Nestico. He passed away on Sunday last week at the young age of 97, and the jazz community is definitely mourning his loss. But what a wealth of music. Music education and jazz band would not be what it is today without Sammy Nestico's musicianship, his arranging, and just the inspiration that he was for musicians. So the first piece, like I said, is called Who's Sorry Now? It's a Semiahmoo favorite featuring our 12-15 grade 12 jazz band. Thank you. That was Who's Sorry Now? You heard from Corinne Shi on the piano. You heard from Alex Liu on the trombone. You heard from KJ Tagger on the tenor sax, Josh Vandenbroek on the bass, and you heard Roy Huang on the guitar. The next piece for you is a little bit of a guilty pleasure for me. I haven't had the opportunity to play in a band since COVID started, and I've said to these students how jealous I am that they get to be together and play music, and I truly can't wait to play with my musician friends again. One of the bands that I play in, the next piece is one that we love playing. It's in our book, and you know, probably at least every couple weeks we pull it out and just play it for the fun of it. This is Oliver Nelson's Miss Fine, and you're going to hear from Trevor McLean on the trumpet for this one. Miss Fine. The next tune will be the final song for this part of our grade 12 jazz band. It is probably one of my favorite jazz standards to play, and I know for many of these musicians that are working on their jazz, they truly enjoy improvising over this song as well. It is called There Will Never Be Another You, and it's arranged by a composer that is definitely on the forefront for writing big band music. He's got a really creative style of taking standards and his own music and putting a new spin on it. So this is There Will Never Be Another You. All right, we're going to take just a quick couple minutes to switch over bands, and we'll be back with the other grade 12 jazz band. Thank you. So I just thought of another great thing about these live stream concerts. This was shared by one of our band executive parents. They shared how much they enjoyed not sitting on the bleachers in our large gym. And I know they would prefer to hear the music live, but I'm sure you're much more comfortable at home listening to this music. And she also shared that she was enjoying some festivities of a nice glass of coffee as well while she was listening to the music. So I hope you're enjoying what we've had for you so far. This is the last ensemble of the evening. This is the 1:30, or actually the 1:40 jazz band, really. The first piece that we're going to play is another Semiyama favorite. It was arranged by Tom Kubis. This is called When You're Smiling. All right, you heard from a number of soloists in that one. You heard from Josh Vandenbroek on the bass. Then you heard from Nicole Penn on the tenor sax, and then you heard from Reed on the trombone. We're going to feature Reed on another chart now, and I wanted to say something that came to mind is a music parent a number of years ago said, Dagan, you're not only teaching the students, but you're also educating parents about this art form. And she said, you know, her kids came home and they're sharing all this music and they're hearing stories here. So with this song, it's called I Got Rhythm. Now, I Got Rhythm was written years and years ago, and since it was written, jazz musicians have taken the chord changes of this song and superimposed them and written new songs with these chord changes, just hundreds of charts that were played all through the bebop era, and it's just a great set of chord changes to solo over. So we're going to play the original I Got Rhythm, arranged by Dave Wolpe, featuring Raid Ahmed, and then you're going to hear a little bit from, I believe, Josh again and Roy. So this is I Got Rhythm. Thank you. So just so you know, Reed just played, after playing all of that crazy music at the very end, he played an extremely high note for trombone. That was a high F at the end. So Reed, wow, that's awesome. I don't know if I could do that at the end. Definitely not right now. The last piece of this evening will be a piece called Let's Face the Music and Dance. We truly hope you enjoyed what we've had for you. Again, a big thank you to Hubcast Media, to our Music Society for all the work they've done, to our Bandex students that did some work for this presentation as well. Again, a big thank you to our administration. This isn't the end. We've got more shows coming up. I'm sure we're going to do one for the end of Q3 and Q4. So thank you again, and we hope you enjoy the last piece. This is called Let's Face the Music and Dance. You're going to hear from Jackson and Andrew, I believe, on this one. Hope you enjoy it. Well, maybe if our camera technicians can do this, maybe just grade 9s, would you please stand up on that side over there so we can say a good big thank you to you again. Our grade 9 jazz band, I just got they didn't know we were going to do that, by the way. Our grade 9s. Over by the side here is our grade 12 jazz band. That was the 12-15 jazz band. And again, you just heard from the 140 jazz band over behind me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience. I'm sure you were, at least. Have a wonderful evening, and we can't wait to do this again for you. Be safe, be kind, and be calm. Take care. Bye.